Hey, I'm Mark Romanek. Stick around because we're going to do a test ride video on a Smokercraft Ultima 172. This is a mid-sized and mid-priced boat that's got a lot of fishing features. The Smokercraft Ultima 172 is 17 foot 3 inches down the center line. It has a beam of 96 inches and the maximum horsepower capacity, 150 horses. We're going to start our discussion of the 172 Ultima right here at the captain's seat, the console. If one word would sum up this console, it would have to be spacious. I'm a big guy and I had no problems whatsoever getting behind the wheel. Speaking of the wheel, I also like the fact that it's a tilt wheel design, so if you need a little extra room, you've got it there. The other features that jump out at me immediately, I like the flat nature of this console. What that means is it's going to be really easy to mount accessories. Important stuff like a sonar GPS unit, maybe a VHF radio is going to fit up here very, very nicely. Also, when I tilt down the wheel for where I'm driving, the important gauges, the tachometer, the speedometer, are right easy to see right at eye level. Of course, on my right-hand side, we've got all these toggle switches, and that's controlling other important things like your bilge pump and your live well recirculators, that type of stuff. There's a 12-volt accessory switch here as well, and there's also an MP3 port if you like the custom tunes. Listen to your custom tunes on your iPhone, or if you prefer, you can just listen to the standard AM/FM radio. I just hopped over to the passenger seat. In the 172 designation in this boat, the 2 stands for dual console, and in this case it's a walk-through windshield. And it's a very nice walk-through windshield. It's high enough that when you're sitting here, the wind's going to be deflected over your head. You're not going to have to worry about your cap blowing off while you're running down the lake. Some other nice features here. On top here, you open up this little compartment here. You got a nice storage compartment up here for tackle. It'd be a great place to store hooks or other terminal tackle. And then down below, of course, is the glove box, and it's huge. There's a lot of room in here. This is going to be a great place to store your tablet or maybe your cell phone when you're out on the water. And then there's also more storage underneath. When you go underneath, what you're going to find is that's where you're going to store your deep cycle batteries for your electric motor. So plenty of room under here for your feet as well. In fact, there's enough room under here if you want it. You can even put a small tackle bag in here as well. Well, both the port and starboard sides of the boat have a lot of unique fishing features and also storage capabilities. Let's start right up here on the gunnel. Nice wide gunnel up here, and it's got what they call the integrated track system in it. What this is an opportunity to put all kinds of accessories on this gunnel. For example, rod holders or maybe tool holders. Even downriggers can be mounted to this boat very easily. The nice thing about the integrated track system, you can put accessories on very quickly and you can take them off very quickly. Then when we move down here, we got lockable rod storage, which is a nice feature, but what I like is it's got step pads on the tops here. These step pads not only make the boat look classy, they're very functional. It allows you to get in and out of the boat without slipping and falling. Good safety feature. When we go below that, there's an open storage area that's going to accommodate things that are bulky, like maybe your dock bumpers or maybe your dock lines, perhaps an anchor, planer boards, that type of thing are going to fit nicely in there. So all in all, on both sides of the boat, pretty much every square inch is used for an effective storage space or for fishing. I jumped up on the casting deck on the 172 Ultima here at the back of the boat, and it's a very nice casting deck. This is going to be an ideal location for fishing for all kinds of species: crappie, bass, bluegills, walleye, you name it. But this is also an important feature of the boat, and it houses some other unique things. For example, there are 2 fold-down jump seats. When they're folded down, it expands the deck space. When it's folded up, it's ideal for running if you've got extra people in the boat, nice comfortable places for those folks to sit. Also, there's an aerated live well underneath my feet, and also this is where you're going to house your cranking battery, so that's out of sight and out of mind as well. So back here at the rear casting deck, there's a lot of great fishing features and a lot of great comfort features as well. Let's talk about the cockpit of the Ultima 172. On the floor, all vinyl, and that's a good thing. Also, the seat bases are important to note because they're flush mount seat bases, so you never got to worry about stubbing your toe when you're walking around in this cockpit. The other thing I like about it is there's a toe kick on either side, so when you walk up next to the gunnel, say you're setting rods and you're trolling, it gives you a little bit more security and something to lock your toes in there so you feel safe and secure when you're in this boat. Also, you've got a couple of other features you want to look at. How many people can ride in this boat? Well, there's 4 seat-based configurations here, so you've got 4 people there, and then 2 jump seats at the back. So you actually can ride 6 adults in this boat at one time. That's a lot of capacity in a boat this size. And last but certainly not least, the floor of the cockpit of the 172 Ultima has in-floor rod storage, and it's an excellent rod storage area. It's got power pistons on the lid, so when the lid opens up, not only does it open up wide enough that you can get your rods in and out easily, but it keeps that lid up. That way you never have to worry about the lid crashing down and breaking one of your valuable fishing rods. I'm up here on the raised casting deck on the 172 Ultima, and there's a lot of nice fishing space up here. All vinyl on the floor, which is something I think is important in a fishing boat. It's easy to maintain, easy to keep clean. But there's some other unique features up here. For example, there's a live well up here as well. Boats of this size don't usually have 2 live wells, but this boat actually has a bow live well and one at the back of the boat. There's also a generous dry storage space up here. And on top of all that, it's got an electric motor with a quick disconnect. Nice thing about that is when you need the electric motor, you can use it. Or if you're just out for a boat ride in the afternoon, you can take that electric motor off. All of that plus the integrated track system that we talked about earlier comes all the way up to the bow. So if you want to run rod holders way up here for some types of fishing, you can do that as well. The Smokercraft 172 Ultima is an excellent fishing boat, but it's also a great family recreation boat. When you look at some of the features like the ski pole, the jump up seats, the vinyl on the floor, great consoles, lots of storage space. This is an awesome boat. If you want to learn more about it, go to smokercraft.com, or better yet, find a Smokercraft dealer and check one out for yourself.